the all-time great San Francisco 49ers, a franchise that was the dynasty of the 80s and holds 5 Super Bowl championships, and the all-time great LA St. Louis Rams mix, the greatest show on turf, and the current co-owners of SoFi Stadium. Welcome to Week 6 on Sunday for the BTFL Season 3 in this Sunday matchup between the San Francisco 49ers all-time greats and the all-time great Rams. We're here at SoFi Stadium with Kurt Warner and the Rams and Joe Montana and the San Francisco 49ers. The all-time greats are taking the field here at SoFi Stadium to begin this rivalry game, the game of the week here on FAUX, between these two franchises that are getting things going. Kurt Warner is pumping up the Rams, and we're going to meet both teams in the middle of the field for the coin toss. The 49ers call heads, they elect to receive, and we are about to begin this game. Jeff Wilkins of the all-time great Rams will kick this one off to Roger Craig, one of the greatest 49ers who hasn't yet graced the Hall of Fame, but people expect that to happen at some point. 49ers start this one. A bunch of guys in motion. Frank Gore up the middle, and he will gain one to the 49ers 24. 2nd and 9. Motion man again. Joe Montana with the play action. He will throw it over the middle, but the ball gets tipped at the line of scrimmage. It is incomplete. 3rd and 9 at the 49ers 24. Frank Gore gets the carry, and he is tackled after a gain of a few, and the 49ers will punt. Andy Lee is the all-time great 49ers punter. He will punt it off to Steven Jackson, who was brought to the Rams in 2004. And I think he went to the Falcons and the Patriots, eventually winning a Super Bowl with the Patriots. He's to the 38 of the Rams for a gain of 20. 1st and 10 at the Rams 38. Kurt Warner, who is an all-time great Rams quarterback, threw around 45 touchdowns in the 1999 NFL season and is a 2-time MVP, is incomplete deep for Torrey Holt. 2nd and 10. Kurt Warner's got no pressure in the pocket, and he just steps up and is sacked by Merton Hanks. Loss of 3. 3rd and 13 for the Rams and Kurt Warner. He steps back, throws it down the left side, and it's incomplete, intended for a wide open Torrey Holt. And the Rams will punt. Johnny Hecker is the best punter in Rams history. He will punt it to John Taylor, who is waiting in the end zone. That's a deep punt by Johnny Hecker. He's got a big leg, and that's a touchback. 2nd drive for the 49ers. Joe Montana will step up. He'll throw it back to Frank Gore, and they'll lose 3. I don't really see plays like that, but they lose 3. It is 2nd and 13 as Montana steps up into the pocket, and he's tackled for no gain. 1st and 10 at the Rams 26. At the Rams 17. Montana will step up into the pocket. He avoids defenders, getting past midfield, and he will end up at around the 26-yard line. What a huge gain by Joe Montana for a gain of 57 from the 17 to the 26. However, Frank Gore doesn't get the same results as he'll lose 2 to the Rams 28-yard line. Montana, play action. He'll throw it left to Tom Rathman, and Tom Rathman will show them the wrath to the 15-yard line. Big gain of 11. 1st and 10 for Montana. Will hand it off to Gore, and Gore will gain a couple to the 13-yard line. Right before the end of the first quarter, Montana got guys in his face, and he'll throw incomplete right to Terrell Owens. It's the end of the first quarter. The score is knotted up 0-0. We are here at the second quarter. 5 minutes in this one. Motion man left. Frank Gore up the middle, and he will gain about 5 yards and he'll get a first down. We got 1st and goal. Frank Gore, he's trying to get to the line of scrimmage. He barely loses one. 2nd and goal at the 6. Toss, then reverse to Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice finds the touchdown. Jerry Rice, the Hall of Famer, known for pass catching, has gained many touchdowns off of that reverse play. And the 49ers have a lead. It is 7-0. Robbie Goodis-Gould will kick off to Cooper Kupp. And Cooper Kupp gets the ball at around the Rams 18 to the 28 for a gain of 10. 3 minutes and 54 seconds left in the half. Kurt Warner is sacked by Justin Smith. That is a loss of 7 to the Rams 21. 2nd and 17. Handoff to Todd Gurley, and Todd Gurley gets back to the original line of scrimmage for a gain of 7. 3rd and 10 at the Rams 28. Kurt Warner backs up, steps up into the pocket. He is tackled after a short gain. It's 4th and 6, and Johnny Hecker will punt again. He will punt it off. John Taylor, he's waiting at around the 27 of the 49ers. He'll gain 5 to the 32. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first half. Frank Gore takes another carry. He gains about 1, and he is down. Frank Gore is injured, the all-time great 49er out of the University of Miami. And the aforementioned Roger Craig will replace him. So this is the backfield that the 49ers had back in the 1980s. Tom Rathman and Roger Craig. Merlin Olsen will sack Joe Montana. Didn't seem like he had much room to back up there. So he's going to try again. Down the right side, intended for Terrell Owens. It's incomplete. And the 49ers plan on punting. Andy Lee will punt this one off to Steven Jackson. And Steven Jackson is waiting deep in Rams territory. He'll field this one at the 8. And he gets to around the 13 for a gain of 5. 1st and 10 for the Rams at the 13. Kurt Warner, he's back. Pressure in his face. Throws it over the middle to Torrey. Big game Holt. And he gets past the 50. To the 40, to the 30. He has a guy in front of him who should be blocking behind him. And Torrey Holt finally gets tackled for a gain of 83. And the Rams call their first timeout. It's 1st and goal at the 49ers 4. Warner, the handoff to Todd Gurley. He gains around 2. And the Rams call their second timeout. 55 seconds left in the first half. Kurt Warner, another handoff to Todd Gurley. He's got the touchdown. And it is a 7-6 game with a Jeff Wilkins extra point. The Rams will tie this game up. Ball is spotted, kick is away. The game is tied, 7-all. 50 seconds left in the first half. And Wilkins kicks it off to Roger Craig at the 49ers 18. He makes it out to the 49ers 31. About 30 seconds left in the first half. The handoff will go to Roger Craig, and he loses about 3. 19 seconds left in the half. And Montana, he's about to get sacked. He throws it down the left side, intended for Jerry Rice. It's incomplete. 3rd and 13 for the 49ers. Montana hands it off to Craig, and he loses 2. It is halftime of a 7-7 football game. We will go to the halftime show. See you guys on the other side. Welcome to the halftime show between the 49ers and the Rams, all-time greats. We're starting off with Joe Montana, who wasn't really known to be nimble on his feet. He'd get around defenders, past the 40, past the 50, inside Rams territory. He is tackled at around the 26-yard line. This would lead to Jerry Rice getting involved in the running game. No one would stop him on this play. Jerry Rice and the 49ers take a 7-0 lead over the Rams, but they're playing against the greatest show on turf. They also played against a pretty good defense. which would injure Frank Gore, best running back in 49ers history. He'd be replaced by Roger Craig. And here to the highlight portion for the Rams. Kurt Warner finding Torrey Big Game Holt. He would make it inside of 49ers territory, blocking in front of him. I don't know why. He's finally tackled. And the drive would end off with a Todd Gurley run up the middle to tie this football game. We go back to the game and the second half. I'll see you guys on the other side. Welcome back to SoFi Stadium in this Sunday matchup. The game of the week between the all-time great 49ers and the all-time great Rams. Robbie Gould is sitting up to kick this ball off end over end, and the third quarter has begun. Cooper Kupp recovers the ball to the Rams 20 for a gain of 12. Scores tied 7-all in this one. Kurt Warner with the play action, got pressure, finds Henry Ellard, and Henry Ellard makes it to the Rams 37, gain 17, and they've got the first down. Henry Ellard, who has been catching passes this season, getting some clutch work done, along with Torrey Holt and Isaac Bruce, two members of the greatest show on turf. Kurt Warner steps up into the pocket, throws it over the middle of the field to Torrey Holt, and it's incomplete. Third down and 8 for the Rams at the 39-yard line. Kurt Warner backs up, surveys the field, throws it to Torrey Big Game Holt. He's at the 20, he's at the 10, the 5. He's down at the 3-yard line. And that's a big play for the Rams as they attempt to take the lead in this game. Handoff, Todd Gurley, touchdown. The Rams take the lead in this one, and Todd Gurley spikes that ball in the end zone. Rams get the lead on their first drive of the third quarter. Jeff Wilkins' extra point is up, and it is good. Kickoff by Jeff Wilkins, giving the ball to the 49ers for the first time during the second half. Roger Craig gets around defenders, makes it to the 20, and the 49ers and Joe Montana will take over there. Montana, single back, steps up. He saw daylight earlier in this game. He avoids two defenders, and once again he makes it inside Rams territory, running the football all the way to the 41 for a gain of 39. Roger Craig up the middle. He goes around defenders. He gains 6. To the Rams 35-yard line. And he'll take the play action. Joe Montana does. The throw is to Tom Rathman, and the 49ers have the first down. Very opportune time for them as they're trying to get back on the board. Roger Craig takes the ball up the middle. He will lose about 3. And it's about 1:30 left in the third quarter. Montana throws it to Vernon Davis. Vernon Davis has the ball at around the 16-yard line. That was a pretty big gain on that one. Montana back. Pressure in his face. He finds Vernon Davis yet again. And Vernon Davis slowly gets to the 1-yard line. First and goal at the 1 for Joe Montana. Montana left to Jerry Rice. It's incomplete. Second and goal at the 1. Let's see what the 49ers have up their sleeves. Roger Craig up the middle. Touchdown. 49ers tie the game on their own rushing touchdown, matching the Rams, who took the lead originally on a rushing touchdown. Robbie Good as Gould, and the score is tied. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. Cooper Kupp takes it from the 15-yard line, makes it to the 25. That will be a gain of 10. This might be the last play of the third quarter. Kurt Warner, no pressure, throws it to Higbee, but the ball is batted away. That's the end of the third quarter, and we'll go on to the fourth. We are gridlocked here at 14, and it's a second down for the St. Louis/LA Rams. Higbee this time catches the pass, and they're 2 yards away from the sticks. Gurley up the middle, gets the first down to the 39-yard line. Big play by the Rams, as Warner is sacked by Merton Hanks on first down. Not a very good shot here, as Kurt Warner needs to make sure he's getting the ball down the field. This time he's sacked by Patrick Willis. And the Rams are only going backwards on this one. Warner steps up, again sacked by Merton Hanks. And we've got a fourth down here. The 49ers defense is running overtime here to make sure that they win this football game. Johnny Hecker with the punt. Again, a long punt to John Taylor. Picks it up at the 16. He's tackled at the 22. And the 49ers will take over. They didn't call him Cool Joe for no reason. Let's see if he can help the 49ers get on the board. Tom Rathman is the target, but it's off the mark. Probably a good thing that was incomplete because it might have been intercepted. We've got another end-around play to Jerry Rice, and Jerry Rice goes backwards. Jerry Rice with a loss of 6. 3rd and 16 at, ironically, the 16. Play action. Montana sacked by Merlin Olsen. He takes out that magic wand, and he wishes to get Joe Montana on his back. 4th down. Andy Lee, the best punter in 49ers history, will punt it off to Steven Jackson, longtime Ram, Falcon, and Patriot, to the 34, maybe 35-yard line. Gains 9 on that one. Kurt Warner at the 35-yard line. Inside 2 minutes, he's sacked for the 4th consecutive play, this time by Patrick Willis. The 49ers defense has been all over Kurt Warner in the 4th quarter. That is the 5th complete sack, or straight sack, of Kurt Warner. That was by Justin Smith, and a timeout will be called by the Rams. Warner steps up. 6 straight times sacked, this time by Merton Hanks, and it's a 4th down play. The Rams will call a timeout, and they are going for it. I don't know about this one. I might go into overtime because my defense is playing well, but Kurt Warner is sacked for the 7th time, this time by Merton Hanks, and the 49ers are set up at the 9-yard line. Awful turnover on downs on that one. Montana to Rice is incomplete. He had guys in his face. 1 minute and 9 seconds. Montana still having pressure. He'll throw it right, and it's incomplete. Intended for Terrell Owens. Less than a minute left to go in the game. Montana to Rice, touchdown! The classic connection between Hall of Famers Joe Montana and Jerry Rice. This will put the 49ers up by 6, and with this extra point by Robbie Gould, it's 7. That was a huge error by the Rams. They should have punted the ball. This game would probably be in overtime if they had punted the ball. And now they have 23 seconds to work with in this game, so that is not very much time. Warner back. Steps up. He's sacked again by Merton Hanks. And they've got 9 seconds left. The Rams call a timeout. This truly is a last-ditch effort for them. They need to go over 80 yards on this one. Kurt Warner, will he get the ball off? He finds Todd Gurley. He's incomplete. And the 49ers win this one 21-14. We'll go to the post-game show. See you guys later. It's Hank back with the post-game show for this game of the week between the Rams and the 49ers. The score is tied at 7 at halftime, but don't stop. Torrey Big Game Holt getting the ball inside the 5 of the 49ers, and Todd Gurley, he would show everybody that he's not Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the football game, putting the Rams up by 7. and the rest pretty much was all the 49ers. Joe Montana, he's Cool Joe. He's showing everybody why he's a Hall of Famer and one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever live. He's probably on your quarterback Mount Rushmore. He's looking more like a running back than a quarterback on that play. But then Montana over the middle to Vernon Davis to the 1. And this drive would be finished off by Roger Craig. Old Reliables got the touchdown, and that will tie this football game up between these two teams, 14-all. 4th down for the Rams, and they're long, and they're trying to go for it. And Kurt Warner is sacked by Merton Hanks. Turnover on downs. Less than a minute left to go, and Montana to Rice. Famous connection. That makes the 49ers the winners of this football game with a final score of 21-14. What a game between these two teams. What a risk by the Rams. It didn't pay off. And we'll see you guys for Sunday Night Football.